Hey guys, Sarah Strauss here with The Place to Mortgage. I am coming at you live again today. Hope nobody's getting sick of these things, but we've been getting quite a bit of feedback that some people are appreciating the information. So hopefully today is no different. And today I'm coming to you to discuss mortgages for seniors. So I don't know how many seniors we've got on these social media channels, but maybe you're going to tune in today on behalf of a parent or even a grandparent or aunt or uncles or anything like that. And so I wanted to chat with you about a kind of a niche product that we have available to us to help seniors that might be in a bit of a financial pickle, or just need access to a little bit of additional funds in their retirement years. So we have what's called Home Equity Bank as a lender, or it used to be called CHIP, and they do reverse mortgages. Now I know that reverse mortgages can have a bit of a bad rap in the past, and people don't really understand them exactly, and so I wanted to come on today and kind of explain what they are and explain what we've done with them, and kind of help ease some of those concerns and address some questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them. One staggering statistic that I came across was that, I'm going to read it here, we have in Canada 1,000 people a day that turn 60. And of these 1,000 people a day in Canada that turn 60, 60% of them are retiring with unmanageable debt, or unable to work, or are not working anymore, and they've got unmanageable debt. And that's pretty alarming. I mean, but a lot of these people have equity in their homes. So you kind of think like, the initial reactions are, do we really want to access that equity? And we work so hard to pay off a mortgage and now we've got it. But I really think we're turning into a generation where, truthfully, we cannot take it with us. And, I know when I reach retirement age, if I'm in that position, I want to know the options. And I think there's a lot of people out there too that need to hear the options that are available to them. So what Home Equity Bank does through us as partners is we can access equity in the home for people who traditionally might not be able to get it. So there's a couple of requirements. So this product is a specific product that is available to people that are over 55 years of age. So once you're over 55 years of age, you can qualify for this product, and they lend everywhere. So, we've got lots of rural community people here, they can lend, up to 160 acres, anything like that that's available on the land. And it's specific financing available for seniors. So what we fall into is that a senior or somebody over of that age, or that's retired, maybe they're just living on pension income, and they typically can't qualify to go to the bank and just get a line of credit or get a mortgage on the property to give them a little extra money. So this product is for people that can't debt service or get a traditional mortgage or a line of credit. Or it's also a product available for people that do need funding or have some cash, but they don't want to have any additional payments. So what's really great about a reverse mortgage is you actually don't make any payments on the mortgage at all. So you take out the mortgage and you don't, throughout the term that you hold it, you don't make any payments. And so that, for some people, is really beneficial. Don't get me wrong, there's still some other options that are more available to seniors that might benefit them more, but we just had an agent in our office who obtained a CHIP mortgage for somebody, or a reverse mortgage, and this client, before coming to her, she was actually in such a position where she couldn't qualify to get any mortgage or line of credit, and her teeth were in such bad shape that she was actually only eating blended foods because she couldn't chew it because of her age. And this client found out about reverse mortgages and was able to come to her. She was able to get equity out of the home in order to get the financial means to be able to get the dental work done for this lady that was otherwise not possible. Another agent was in our office the other day, and we were talking about this program and the reverse mortgage program, and she used to work at a very large financial institution. So the other benefit of a reverse mortgage is if you have a couple, so a husband and a wife on it, if one of them passes on, the mortgage does not go into collection. It doesn't go, it's not up for, it doesn't need to be paid off. It doesn't need to be reevaluated. The one spouse doesn't have to requalify. And this is something that she had mentioned she's seen all the time in the bank, is that, something would happen to one spouse and then this other spouse was left being told they had to pay out the mortgage or they had to requalify, and they didn't requalify, so they had to sell their home. And with the reverse mortgages that we have access to, they don't have to do that. So as long as, at least one person that's on the mortgage is still living and residing in the house, they don't have to give up that mortgage. They don't have to sell it, nothing like that. And in fact, if both were to pass away, the bank actually gives the estate 1 year to get things figured out before they ask for that mortgage to be paid back. So I thought that was really great. I never had really thought about it from that perspective until then, in the fact that, that's got to be a pretty daunting position to be in if you're a 75-year-old widow all of a sudden, and now your bank is telling you you have to requalify for the loan or that you can't requalify for it. So that can be pretty crappy. Basically I wanted to come on today and say that we do have some pretty amazing products that are niched down, directly targeted to seniors that are above 55. And we can set it up so that they get a lump sum payment and then nothing after that. Or we can even set it up so they get a lump sum payment and then they get a monthly income as well from the mortgage. So it can become an additional income source if they find that their expenses are just too tight on a month-to-month basis and they need an extra $1,000 or $1,500 a month. They can get that advanced to them as well. A huge rebuttal or disadvantage that a lot of people think about, or rumor, is that a reverse mortgage eats up all the equity, and then at the end of the mortgage, you've got no equity left in your house. So I want to, if you're interested in this program, reach out to me. You can also visit chipadvisor.ca. And they have a ton of calculators on there. And basically what that, I've got one open up here on my other screen. So we can do up a financial illustration, and I've done one up here just as an example for a senior that has a $500,000 home. And let's say we're gonna get them a mortgage of $200,000 on it. And I even reduced the appreciation rate because for us in Alberta, we're not really appreciating our property values very much right now. So I even took that down to 2%. And in 10 years, it projects, how much equity will still be left in that home after we have to pay out the mortgage and the interest on that mortgage. And that client is still, if they were to pass away in 10 years from now, pay out what's owing on the mortgage, they're still going to have remaining equity of over $220,000 on that home. So it's not like they're, overmaxing themselves and going backwards on home ownership. There's, this product is set up in a way to make sure that they do maintain equity at all times in the property. But truthfully, what are they going to do with it besides leave it as an inheritance? And you know what, you can't take it with you. And if you have a mother, father, grandparent, it's more important that they can live a comfortable life now, rather than ensuring that they're leaving that equity behind at the end of the day. So that is some information on reverse mortgages, and I hope if you have a particular person or loved one that has a need for one, that you reach out to us, because we can run an illustration. We can let you know what that might look like as far as how much money we could get them, how much they could earn monthly on income from it if that's what they chose, and then how much equity would be left at the end of the day that to show that it's not taking away all their equity. But it's something to think about for for seniors, and like I say, the huge advantage that I hadn't even realized up until last week was, yeah, if you're a widow at a large bank and one of your spouse passes away and you've got that mortgage there, it's sure heartbreaking if you're told that you also have to sell your house because now you can't requalify for it. So huge advantage there with the reverse mortgages is that it stays in place until both people on title are passed on or the mortgage is paid out. So thanks everybody for joining. We've got quite a good crew on here today, and I hope if you have any questions, you'll reach out and we can answer them for you. So have a great day, and talk to you soon. Oh, I don't know how to end these things.